because there was, originally there's no windows on the 12. There's some tiny slot windows at the top end on the floor, but because they're all exhibitions, and out on the flanks, they're going to go back to that earlier kind of model. Each time we've been in, and the reason for that is obviously as the works progress and as the works carry on, they need to bring in materials and stuff, and I don't fancy having us all scaling a load of plasterboards, which is why we're coming through this way. This half of the building, well, this third of the building on this side, what used to be, which I may have with me, equally may not, there's pictures of what looks like at the time quite an expansive area of living space for the people who would have run the building. So there would have been a full-time boilerman, although from what I'm led to believe, okay, this area is all dark. So on this side it would have been in the water, and on this side not. There's quite a lot of work had to go into the footings and into actually the piling and stuff, because whatever they filled the floor, filled the pool level with before the concrete went on top, was perhaps not the best. Isn't an ideal situation for anyone who's very much aware. You get a nice chance here though to see the cedar cladding on the pods, which is up above me now, which they've just started to put the various stains onto. The both halves are going to have this cedar cladding, which runs and one of the ground floor windows has been reglazed there as well, so they're going to reglaze all the kind of small portals on the ground floor like we have done with the rest upstairs. There's not, unfortunately, a huge amount that you can see, none of the big long eye lines and big long vistas that you're going to get. Spaces isn't going to happen until the needs have been established as to the people who come in. Because what's been found with other projects is that if you have one large open office, there's lots of people who don't want to work in a large open office. And then if you have lots of smaller offices, there's lots of people who want to work in larger offices. So until that kind of balance and what the market wants has been established, but it's going to have black line fibre optic, which is faster than any kind of domestic fibre optic. I guess it's the modern equivalent of the old ADSL lines. We've got better transport links than Salford Quays. We've got better, there's a better infrastructure network immediately around than there is at Salford Quays. And there's also really
Quick and simple.
We'll get a better view of those when we go upstairs. But it gives you a nice idea of starting to get to how the finished space is going to look. You've got the curving of the support trusses, maintains that kind of a boat-like feel that I think it's got. There's going to be, I think it's oak flooring is going to go in here, which will raise that floor level up a tiny bit so you won't see any of the seams, any of the joins. False ceilings are obviously going in. All the first bit for the really quite awe-inspiring, which is another reason that the ground floor level is going to be glazed rather than cedar clad, so you're going to be able to see straight through. But yeah, as I say, we'll go up another level and then you get a much better view, and you can see the frames and the work that's happened on the restoration of the windows. Because it is a Grade 2 style listed building, the actual structure, the original fabric, there's not a vast amount of freedom, shall we say, in terms of what you can and can't do with that building, with that structure. So it's been really important to try and maintain and preserve as much of the original structure as possible. So this is going to be played, the central section is going to be played. Re-glazed once they're cleaned up and the smudges are off those windows. They're going to look fantastic. And on this floor, I mean, if I was going to get an office in here, I'd want one on this floor simply because.
Well, one of our guys did some research and he found he was buried in Brookfield Church.
Where's that?
You know High Road?
This building?
Yeah, Thomas Clay.
That's quite strange,
That's
isn't
strange,
it?
because it's got his will and everything in there, and
Maybe he ships it. I can't go through onto the opposite side. Is the old floor and side to go on that side?
The old floor skims that. Real quick. So good.
Rather than offer kind of structural support, I think are probably a nod to the industrial heritage of the area from the original architect, because it was a big mill area. There was steel works, there was a lot of heavy industry locally, there was a lot of coal mining just down in Ordenshire. One of the world's deepest coal mines was just in Duckingfield. So there would have been lots of pit heads in this area. So I think that these circular motifs are a nod to that kind of scaffolding comes down. Obviously we're going to have clear views right the way through the building, out all the windows, and you'll have clear lines straight through from one end to another. So yeah, just to give you an idea of some other stuff that's happened in this space, as well as it being a swimming pool, potential fire engine, police station. It was an ice skating rink in the winter from October 1876. They used it in the winter. Obviously it was too expensive to heat, so they backfilled it with sand, put a raised platform in, used it as an ice skating rink. They also erected a wooden platform over the pool area, which offered seating for 1,200 with gallery space for another. Pods are going to be really well thermally insulated. They're going to be heated. In terms of, is the whole of the void space going to be heated? I don't know. I don't know, to be honest with you. I wouldn't like to speculate. I would imagine your heating costs, even with modern heating, if you were to heat the entire space, are going to be quite steep.
That would obviously be one of the advantages of having pods.
Yeah, but the pods on the ground floor where the glazing is going to be, that's, it's a double glazed unit. It's acoustically insulated and thermally insulated unit. So when you're having a meeting in your meeting rooms downstairs, you're not going to be able to hear what's going on outside, and vice versa, which is good. I mean, the level of technology and the level of kind of care that the architects have taken with it, and how much the architects have been willing to argue with the contractors to make sure that the vision stays on, you know, on what they care. It's protecting no one from anything that way around. It's just the overhang.
Is it after you've gone through Droylsden?
Yes.
Clayton Hall?
It is Clayton
I was
Hall.
thinking
Yeah.
Clayton Hall.
It is Clayton Hall. And I could say it's got clay on it.
Right.
It's my surname.
Well, this is it. I mean, you wouldn't come in. I mean, that gives you the best idea of how I open that. Wouldn't be remotely interested in that.
waiting up there for you.
Lucy,
He's here.
down here. I'm waiting for you, though.